Hey guys, welcome to the My Name Channel Live Hangout. With me today is Charlie Todd.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Charlie is the mastermind behind Improv Everywhere, which you have definitely seen videos from them if you have not before. They have done videos like the No Pants Subway ride. They've done a lot of the movie ones, like the Jurassic Park in real life, which was amazing. And then more recently than that, also the surprise torch run, right?
Yeah, that's our newest video.
Let's talk about that real quick. So you set up a street corner. Was that Flatiron District?
Yeah,
What was that?
Yeah, it was Flatiron. It was 20th Street.
Yeah, so you set up this corner, and then you would have people that were Olympic runners or looked like Olympic runners pass off a torch, and then they would go around the corner, and there'd just be this cheering crowd.
Yeah, exactly. So this was right before the Winter Olympics. The Olympics on everybody's brain, so we built an Olympic torch, which was not that easy to do.
Really?
I have this guy, Ilya, on my team who's like a mastermind at figuring out how to like build stuff. But he built this torch that looks like an official Olympic torch.
It does, yeah.
But it's really just a propane tank that's on fire. And then our big idea was we're going to hand this flaming propane tank to random New Yorkers and have them see if they'll complete the torch run. So there's a lot of like discussion about whether or not this was a smart idea.
This sounds like the most dangerous Improv Everywhere thing that's happened in a while. You're like, oh, here's this potential explosive, but run with it down the corner of New York City, Credit Street.
Yeah, on paper, it was definitely one of the most dangerous things we've done, I think. But we were smart about it, and we had people sort of surrounding them, and we were making, we were keeping a close eye on what was going on. But the way it happens is there was a woman, Shalia Evans, who you might know from MTV's Girl Code. She's
great.
Awesome, from the UCB Theater in New York. She was actually played Laura Dern in our Jurassic Park video as well.
She pulled off a good Laura Dern.
Yeah, great Laura Dern. So we had her dressed in a white jumpsuit, and she's walking, or kind of limping through the streets of New York saying, hey, I'm supposed to be completing this torch run. The relay's around the corner. I can't make it. My ankle hurts too bad. And that's the setup. And then the premise is, what happens? Will New Yorkers say yes? Will they help out?
Yeah, we should check out. We've talked too much about it. Let's check out a clip of it right now. Here's Surprise Torch Run.
You can make it. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go, girl.
excuse me. Would either of you be able to help me? I got a little lost. I hurt my ankle. Would you be able to get my torch to my partner around the corner? I'm trying to get to the next pass off. Would any of you want to help me? Yeah?
Yes.
Just right around the corner.
Just run around the corner?
Yeah, just thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an American hero. Thank you.
Jason?
Jason, can you believe you just completed the torch run?
Guess not.
Look at all these Americans who came to support you today. Can you tell us just what you're feeling right now?
Confused, I guess.
You're feeling confused. Thank you so much, Jason. Congratulations. Thank you.
I love the reaction of the guy too. I mean, like even then he's still in shock, but he's gonna have that experience forever.
Well, he was the first guy that did it. He was the first guy in the video, but actually the first guy that day. And we did it like, I don't know, 15 times that day. The video probably shows 7 or 8 different people doing it. Wow. But he took it and he just started sprinting.
He was ready to go. He just passed the first guy. He's like, no, I'm ready to do this.
He saw the crowd, so he didn't know there was gonna be a crowd around the corner. We situated him where he wouldn't know that until he made that turn. And he made the turn, and I think he just got inspired by the crowd and just took off right past the
I mean, who
the other
wouldn't
runner.
When you have a ton of people waving flag? It's like it's amazing and patriotic. One of the things I like, and I've watched your TED Talk, but one of the things I really like about all these videos is while Improv Everywhere is known as like a prank collective kind of, I don't really see it as a prank because I feel like you're not taking advantage of anyone. You're kind of giving them something more. It's just like something exciting and something just different from their daily routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, the prank of the surprise torch run video is it's not actually the Olympic torch. This is not a real torch run. This is something fake that we've set up. She's not actually injured. It is like a false reality that we've created, which makes it a prank. But the outcome of the prank is you get to be a rock star. You get to be the hero athlete who delivers the torch to the next person. So our pranks are focused on giving people a good story to tell, a good experience, rather than pissing somebody off scaring someone, which is like a huge trend now on YouTube. A lot of like
Yeah.
scare-based prank videos, which I like and enjoy watching them. It's just not our style.
Yeah, and like I think at the same time, somebody doesn't want to go back and watch themselves being scared shitless on. Like, it makes them look dumb. This makes them at least be like, oh my god, I'm embracing this exciting thing that's happening, and you give that guy credit for continuing the run. But man, it's really cool. Actually, we have a comment here. Caroline Bell says, "Does Charlie share my hatred of pants?" I know why she's asking you that. It's because of the.
That's because of the no pants subway ride. I like pants. Yeah, I wear pants. I wear pants almost every day.
Yeah.
You know, I also work from home, so I certainly have long stretches where I am not in pants. But yeah, our no pants subway ride is an event that we started in 2002, and it was just myself and 7 other guys. And the original concept was, what would happen if on a New York City subway car, one guy got on the train in his underwear in the middle of winter, not wearing pants, otherwise wearing a winter coat, hat, scarf, gloves, and all that. And then at the next stop, a new person got on in his underwear as well. So that's like the basic premise of that event, which was this small, secret, risky prank in 2002, which now is this enormous thing. We had 4,000 people participate this past year.
It's cult phenomenon, and like even on the days where I don't remember it's happening, I'll get on the train and then see it. I'm like, oh, I guess it's that time of year again. It's just like an unofficial holiday. I feel
It's
like
become a holiday, yeah.
Yeah. God, it's making waves. I can only hope that people start. I kind of hope people start doing the Olympic prank, but kind of at the same time, as far as the danger of carrying a torch on the street, maybe not. Maybe not as much of one, but holy moly.
Yeah, we may do it in 4 years. We'll see.
Now, some of your other, I don't want to say pranks. I don't know what you call them.
We call them missions on
There,
the
I like
website,
missions better, yeah.
You know, I
That's
mean,
my
that's just
experiments.
a fun term, but yeah.
Well, but some of the other ones are like highly coordinated. Like the one you did that was the Black Rabbit, right? That
Oh
bar.
yeah, the 1860s bar prank.
That was the first time, I think, at the end of it, you could see like you kind of orchestrating everything with these multiple screens. I don't know how
Right.
many situations end up like that or what. But that was like, I don't know. It just blew my mind, the coordination involved, and you're just kind of like the ringleader of all of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that prank was really fun. We converted a bar in Brooklyn into the 1860s. It was already sort of an old-timey type bar. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
Black
it's got
Rabbit.
the saloon doors in
Yeah.
each booth and stuff like that. Yeah,
So
it's,
the bar did some of the work for us, but we took out like all signs of electricity, put in kerosene lanterns. Instead of a jukebox, we had a live band. We had prostitutes walking around. Beer was 5 cents, only available in like light or dark. So then we pranked guys, or surprise guys, and had them come in, you know, in pairs.
Yeah.
And they had no idea what they were stepping into.
Yeah, but what surprised me about that is like you pull up the guy's picture and print it on a wanted poster. Like I'm not trying to spoil the whole video. You should go check this out on Improv Everywhere on the channel and on the website. But I was just amazed. Like you have to be really quick to do all that. And so like, is your team all prepared to do this? Is that the plan? Like everybody's like, well, just find their OkCupid or find their Facebook or whatever it is.
Yeah,
and
we
just
used
go.
the guy's OkCupid profile. So yeah, it was the people were strangers to us, but we had like a friend set up the guys that were in the bar.
That's
how it worked out.
amazing, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. And you've done like more, and you've also done like international missions as well, right?
Yeah, our No Pants Subway Ride is something that we open source, so it happens in cities around the world. And this past January, I think it happened in like 60 cities, 25 countries.
Boy.
So it was someone sent me a video the other day of it happening in Beijing, and I thought that was really cool.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I tour a lot. I was just in New Zealand at a conference, but
Yeah.
we tour and stage these projects around the world.
That's incredible.
And it's the power of YouTube too. I mean, you know, the fact that this dumb idea I had in 2002 of riding the train in my underwear, you know, I did that
Yeah.
every year. It was an annual event, but it wasn't until YouTube that all of a sudden people in other cities started doing it too.
Yeah, I think that's what's so great about YouTube too. You can just like something that just seems like just the small like hint of an idea can just explode, and now
Right.
it's like this cultural phenomenon is to have this kind of, it's incredible. Just to carry out. I have another question here. Is Improv Everywhere going to do another event on Roosevelt Island?
Oh, maybe. I like Roosevelt Island. So Roosevelt Island's an island in the middle of the East River here in Manhattan, and we staged one of our MP3 experiment projects there
Oh, yeah?
a few years back. So that's a series we do every year too, where people download the same MP3 and then everybody presses play at the same time. So there's secret instructions that you'll be getting in your headphones in sync with the last few years, thousands of other people at the same time. So I think we had maybe about 2,000 when we did it in Roosevelt Island a few years back. It was really fun. But it's a weird island, and I just
It's like
personally
baseball
like
fields,
it.
right? Like
Yeah,
or
no,
soccer
you might be
fields
thinking
or-
of Randall's Island.
Oh, I'm thinking of Randall's Island.
So
Probably.
Roosevelt Island, there's some like nice luxury condos, some
Okay.
older condos, and then there's like an old insane asylum, which is now a hospital.
Okay.
There's an old like leprosy hospital that's like abandoned and decaying.
Mm-hmm.
And then they built this monument at the end of it, which used to be an empty field. Is where we had our event.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and you can get to it by that gondola, you know, like the
Yeah, okay,
the
that's so
sky
that part I
gondola.
do remember. It's like
Right.
the weird skyline. It's like the only part of the Universal King Kong ride that actually felt like New York. It's like, oh, this is a way of people escaping to Roosevelt Island.
yeah.
Very safe distance from Manhattan. Man, my favorite, I have to say though, one of my favorite Improv Everywhere videos is Frozen Grand Central.
Yeah.
Which like, okay, I'm not gonna ask you how you did it because I get how it was orchestrated, but you must have had to vet some of these people to see if they could remain perfectly still while normal people are around them. Because at least from the shots in the video, it's incredible. I can't hold still for more than like 10 seconds. I don't know how these people did it for that solid amount of time.
I didn't. It really was just people on my mailing list. I mean,
Yeah.
if you live in New York, sign up for the Improv Everywhere mailing list, or if you live anywhere, because we do tour. But really, it's always been an open door policy. Anybody can be on our list, and every now and then we do these big open to everybody events. I mean, the whole crowd in that torch run video, you know, 95% of them I've never met before. They're just people who are on our list who wanted to come out and be a part of, you know, a secret mission. But yeah, Frozen Grand Central, we had 200 people freeze in place in the Grand Central terminal for 5 minutes, and that's our most viewed video on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it freaked out the tourists and the commuters.
Oh my God, it's like you're in a time loop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
But some people made the mistake of, you know, like two guys who were frozen in place, like high-fiving like that, which is hilarious. It looks
yeah,
awesome.
there's like 5
but
minutes
yeah.
of this. Yeah.
After 4.5 minutes, it's like, oh,
There's
why
the
did
sweat
I do that?
bead running down, and that's when the illusion might break a little bit.
Exactly.
But right now, we should also check out So We Cause Scenes. This is the documentary about Improv Everywhere. It's now available on iTunes Store.
Yes.
I saw a poster for that around town. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's this crazy program the mayor's office has where they will like give free advertising to movies that were filmed in New York City, part of their Made in New York program. So they, you know, offered to put up movie posters for our film on bus shelters, and it's also on subway cars, which I love because the movie poster is my wife and I in our underwear on a subway platform. Without any permission or authorization from the MTA. This is sort of very much an unofficial event that we do every year. So it cracks me up that there's like an official subway
Now it's so
ad
true.
of us sort of breaking the rules. I guess we're not breaking the rules.
No, but well,
Anyway.
yeah. Let's check out a trailer for that right now.
I mean, this started many years ago,
Yep,
and you kind of started your own movement here.
I guess so, yeah.
People are going through their life in a very routine way, in a very normal way, and all of a sudden there is this thing that makes it now, this like exact moment. It's like, oh, I am very alive now.
That's the end goal, is that somebody goes home and they're like, you will never believe what I saw on the subway today.
You're going about your business, maybe you work in a 9-to-5 job, but on Tuesday night, you know you gotta go meet Charlie Todd and his Improv Everywhere group, and you have no idea what this mission's gonna be.
I've never seen Charlie Todd sweat or look nervous, and yet he's accomplishing all these things. It's unnerving.
Part of me feels like he does it because he can't not do it.
My attitude was like, I've got this idea is great. All I have to do is do it. Charlie made a conscious effort to put this stuff on the internet at a time when people weren't putting stuff like this on the internet.
We had an entire subway car filled with strangers debating about the nature of art. And all we had to do was take off our pants.
Welcome everybody to the 12th annual No Pants Subway Ride.
I've got a very weird job.
Charlie, you're a big hit on the internet.
Freeze frame.
It hit the ground running, and it went viral to the very definition of going viral. This opened up the door to the world.
I try to do pranks about making people happy, making someone's day, giving someone an awesome experience. And I love the internet so much. I love it.
That's great. Now, did someone come to you to approach you about doing the documentary, or because you guys have filmed, you film everything. So.
Everything was filmed since 2002, even when YouTube didn't exist, even when there was no way to watch these videos except come to my apartment and I put my mini DV tape in my little mini DV player and hook it up to my TV.
Oh yeah.
But this guy Matt Adams, who filmed a bunch of our videos. He approached me after editing a number of our videos for YouTube and said, I think there's a bigger story here to tell than just these 3-minute YouTube videos. Like, can I tell the full story?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, sure. And he spent a ton of time on it. It was actually a 5-year project. It just kept getting bigger and bigger as he realized how many tapes I had.
Yeah.
And then while he was making the documentary, we were creating new things and the story was changing. So it's a really good inside look at everything we've done over the past 12 years. And it's on iTunes, and then you can buy it direct from the filmmaker too at WeCauseScenes.com.
God, that's incredible. And you know what I noticed too is it also changes with time. Like not only how you look so young in that originally, but also the stuff you're shooting on. So I'm wondering has the changing technology really helped make this a lot easier for you? I mean, before you're using you said a mini DV camera, but now you could use a little GoPro or something, flash, something like that.
Yeah, that's a really cool part of the film is that the subplot of the film is kind of the rise of technology and the rise of the internet and the fact that I had a geocities.com website when this started. And there's a lot of early pranks where I didn't have a camera.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I met a friend who had a camera that I was able to film things.
So you were writing, it wasn't as compelling to read it on the GeoCity text only?
But it was, though, because it was 2002, 2003, and there was no video, and so people goofed off at work by reading long text and photograph-based websites.
Yeah, I was there.
Crazy.
I was in my school's mailroom reading stuff like that. Yeah. What was one of your earliest ones that wasn't filmed that you can remember? I'm trying to making you dig a little.
One early project was called Circle Line Tours. So you can take the boat tour around Manhattan. So we gave a Circle Line tour of Manhattan from a fountain in Union Square Park. So the fountain's maybe 10 feet in diameter. And we got a giant inflatable raft, or 2 giant inflatable rafts from Rite Aid, and plopped them down in this fountain and wore captain's hats and offered random New Yorkers to get in and take a tour. But the tour was just going around this tiny little radius. But yeah, I remember I took photos of that.
At least
photographs.
Photos.
But it's oh yeah,
some media.
I don't think I can get a camera for this one. Crazy.
Yeah, I love that. It's again, you're just the technology shapes the narrative.
And GoPros are crazy. I mean, the fact that everybody has an iPhone in their pocket with an HD 1080p camera on it, and we're able now to play pranks in places where we're not supposed to be and install our own hidden cameras without the stores knowing. So we did a project in a Staples a little over a year ago where we had a boardroom meeting. So Staples has office chairs for sale, and there's a little office chair department where they have a bunch of chairs facing each other. And this particular location on 6th Avenue was 10 chairs facing 10 chairs, and I was I should put 20 executives in these chairs and have a meeting.
Looks like a boardroom,
And I've recruited from my mailing list people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s to do it, so there would be even more official looking, I guess. We did it. We got kicked out really quickly. But the video ended up working because we had so much coverage. We just went to the Staples and just put GoPros on there, next to their products, and got our own camera angles, set it all up, walked away, and then came back. And we were terrified that an employee is gonna be cleaning up and
just
find the
GoPro,
and there goes a couple $100.
Yeah. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I think it's just mind blowing how technology has changed that. Even my father owns a GoPro now and will send me underwater vacation footage. And I would never hear this story from you except for a long phone call, but now it's just the media immediately comes up. Gosh.
And the other thing that's tough for us is now everybody can document our projects, not just us.
Oh,
right?
so you have other people.
So the torch run, for example, we did that video, and then I'm terrified that some random person on the street maybe films the whole thing and then
puts it up before you guys cut it. Yeah.
So, it's awesome, but it does present new challenges.
Yeah, well, I didn't see anybody posting the dinosaurs in, was that Prospect Park where that showed
Prospect
up?
Park, yeah.
Well, I didn't see any of that, so I think you guys did pretty good. Yeah. But, oh man, well, Improv Everywhere is amazing, so you guys should check out the documentary. We're actually out of time now, but Charlie, be sure to follow Charlie Todd on ImprovEverywhere.com. What is it? Twitter.com/Charlie Todd.
Yep, at Charlie Todd.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Nate. It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next week at 4 o'clock on My Name Channel Hangout. Until then, see you later.
to